I'll bet you $2 that if you run a pressure washing business, you're not following up with your leads and past customers nearly as much as you should be. So I built an entire AI lead follow-up system just for you, one you can use to convert more of your leads into solid paying clients. The goal is simple: make sure every lead is tracked, every missed opportunity is recovered, and nothing slips through the cracks. Here's the basic breakdown. The moment someone fills out a form on your website or on an ad, they don't just sit in an inbox collecting dust. An AI assistant immediately reaches out via SMS or email, asks them qualifying questions, and figures out if they're a good fit. It then sends them an estimate and encourages them to book an appointment for an on-site quote. If they book but don't show up or aren't available when the business owner arrives, they automatically get a follow-up SMS to reschedule. But if they do show up and the job gets completed, the customer gets a text asking them to leave a Google review and a reminder to book again in the future. That's the whole system in a nutshell. Pretty straightforward, right? But that's just the overview. Let me show you what actually happens behind the scenes. In case you are wondering what a lead follow-up system actually is, it's simply everything that happens after someone becomes a lead. Without it, a lead comes in, the owner is busy on a job, the lead goes cold, and they end up going to a competitor. The goal isn't to get more visitors, it's to make sure every visitor gets followed up with until they become a customer. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This is the pipeline. It tracks every lead visually, so the business owner can see exactly where every customer is in the process at any given time. There are 7 pipeline stages in total. Let me walk you through each one. First is the AI contactor stage. This is where every lead lands the moment they fill out a form, call, or message the business directly. The moment a new contact is added to the CRM, they are tagged as a new lead, and the AI reaches out via SMS asking them something simple, like what type of service they are looking for. If the lead replies positively, say, "I need my driveway cleaned," the AI follows up with 5 more specific questions so we can put together an accurate estimate. Once the estimate is sent and the customer agrees to it, the AI pushes them to book an appointment. When they book, they get moved out of the AI contacted stage and into the appointment book stage, where they receive confirmations and reminders for their on-site visits. Talking about it is one thing, but it's much easier to see it in action. Let me show you a live demo of how the AI agent actually works. Let's say I'm a visitor and I fill out a form on the pressure washing business website. The AI sends me a message. I answer the question and it works to get me booked for an on-site estimate, which I agree to and provide my availability for. At that point, the AI has my contact details and has scheduled an appointment directly in the business owner's calendar, complete with my name and everything. That's where the AI demo ends. Now, if a lead replies negatively, say the AI asks what service they need and they respond with "never mind" or "not interested," they get sent a final SMS and the business owner gets a notification to jump into the conversation when they have time. If the lead still isn't interested, they get moved to the lost or abandoned stage in the pipeline. But here is something businesses deal with every single day. What happens when someone asks for an estimate, disappears for 2 weeks and never replies? For leads who don't respond at all, or who disappeared after receiving their estimate, they get moved into a quote send stage in the pipeline. They'll receive 3 follow-up messages spread across about 2 weeks. If they reply to any of those, the AI picks the conversation back up, answers their questions, and tries to qualify them for an appointment. And now for the estimate no-show stage. This stage is for customers who were booked but didn't show up or cancelled last minute. An automated message goes out immediately asking them to reschedule. If they don't reschedule within 24 hours, they get one more SMS giving them another chance. If they still don't respond, they get tagged and moved to the lost or abandoned stage in the pipeline. Maybe life got in their way, maybe they changed their mind. Either way, we tried. Now, for customers who did show up and got the job done, this next automation might actually make the business owner the most money over time. The system waits 2 hours after the business owner marks the job as complete, then sends them a thank you text and asks for a review, because the job might be done but the relationship isn't. Reviews are one of the biggest growth drivers for local businesses, so we automate the ask every single time. And finally, for every lead sitting in the lost or abandoned stage in the pipeline, most businesses stop here and assume the lead is gone forever. I don't. The system waits 40 days, then sends an automated SMS referencing their previous inquiry and offering a seasonal deal. If they respond, the AI takes back over, requalifies them, and moves them back to the AI contacted stage. The whole process starts fresh again. Okay, we've covered a lot, so let's put everything together in one simple example. Meet John. John visits XYZ Pressure Washing's website and fills out a form. Or maybe he finds them through a Facebook ad. The AI sends John a message, asks qualifying questions, collects photos and details about his property, and puts together a specific estimate. John books a free on-site estimate. The business owner visits the property and gives him the actual quote. John says yes, the job gets done, and 2 hours later, he gets a text asking him to leave a review. 3 months later, he's reminded it's time for another cleaning. That's basically what a lead follow-up system does. It makes sure every customer is tracked, every opportunity is followed up, and the business owner spends less time on admin and more time doing the actual work. If you run a home service business and you want a system like this built for your business, I've left a link below to book a free strategy call. We'll walk through your current process and figure out what exactly can be automated from there. Subscribe for more content like this.